I received this query from Raghav. Sir, in your financial analysis session, you mentioned that creditor turnover period is better when you are paying in 1 month rather than paying in 4 months. But in my opinion, 4 months option is better because we are getting more time to pay the amount. So why 1 month is better? See, if creditor is giving you 4 months, I don't have any issue. But if creditor had given you only 1 month and you are taking 4 months to pay the creditor, that indicates you are under liquidity strain. If creditor says you have to pay 31st December and you are paying the creditor only on 31st March or 30th April, it indicates it's an overdue. Okay, exactly how bank look at it. Here bank, when they wait for 90 days, when it is overdue, they will classify it as non-performing asset. But that kind of non-performance as a classification will not be visible in case of credit purchases. Okay, so my point is, if creditor has given only 1 month time period and if the business is taking 4 months time period with a overdue, that is a strain. That is point number one. Number two, when the credit period is 1 month and when the credit period is 4 months, the cost of goods will be different because supplier has to manage his business, right? So if he is giving you goods on credit for 1 month, for sure he will load his 1 month interest cost on that. And when he gives you for 4 months credit, he will load the 4 months cost plus he will also add a risk premium which will not be visible. Okay, let me give a small comparative analysis. Let's say you are purchasing the goods by making a cash payment, 1 month credit and 4 month credit. Let's say the price what you have to pay if you're going to purchase now, it is 1 lakh. If you're purchasing on credit terms and if you're going to pay after 1 month, for sure, or if it is from a sensible supplier, the price will be something like this. It will be this 1 lakh plus on this 1 lakh, he will pay some interest because he would have borrowed to manage this situation because you are going to pay him only after 1 month, right? So on this 1 lakh, let's say he had borrowed at the rate of 12%, then that 12% will be loaded. It means if you are purchasing on 1 month credit, the possibility is price can go to 1,01,000. And if you are purchasing on 4 months credit, what could be the possibility? It will be the base price of 1 lakh plus the borrowing cost loaded implicitly, it will not be captured as interest. It will get loaded in the cost of product. Okay, but that will not be visible. So 1 lakh plus this 1 lakh multiplied by say the same 12%, and that's for how many months now? 4 months. So 12% multiplied by 4 by 12. Okay, but okay, let me see. This is 1,04,000, right? This is just added with interest cost. But when it is 4 months, there is a additional risk for this supplier. So he will add a risk premium element. So what can happen is he borrowed at 12%, but he is taking additional risk of giving it to you on credit for 4 months. So instead of 12%, it is possible he will add risk premium of 1%. So it is 12% plus 1%. So the cost can be even more different. Okay, so this is the reason why to go for 1 month credit instead of 4 months credit. But here, if it's going to be same 1 lakh for 1 month, 4 month credit, then go for 4 month credit. That's the option I would say. Okay, now the borrower should also do another analysis. If he is going for cash, let's say he is utilizing his cash credit or overdraft. He had cash credit of 1 lakh which he used for paying the supplier immediately. and let's say cash credit interest rate is 10%. I'm making an arbitrary assumption just to show this. Okay, in that case, do you know how much he is saving? For using this cash credit for 1 lakh, he is going to pay only 10% for 1 month. Okay, so it's basically 1 lakh plus 1 lakh into 10% for 1 month. So I'm dividing it by 12. So he is going to pay only 1 lakh 8,000. So instead of 1 lakh 1,000, he is paying only, sorry, instead of paying 1 lakh 1,000, he is paying only 1 lakh 833. It means there is a saving. And here, the third scenario, for having used the CC for 4 months, what will be his payout? It will be this 1 lakh plus 1 lakh into 12% into how many months? 4 months. 4 by 12. He will pay only 1 lakh 4,000. So what is the saving here? 333. So in that context, it makes sense to use the cash credit and go ahead with the payment. Use the cash credit, go ahead with the payment immediately, don't avail credit. But on the other side, if the rate of interest of cash credit is higher, let's say the rate is 15% and supplier is giving it to you at the implicit cost, and when you do the comparison, you will understand that by making a cash payment of 1 lakh by using cash credit, you are paying 250 additional because supplier is giving it to you for only 1 lakh 1,000. Okay, if I extend that over here, you will see by going for immediate cash payment, you are paying 667. Okay, let's say for example, you have cash of 1 lakh. You have cash of 1 lakh and you can invest this cash in business opportunity, and let's say that is going to give you return something like 15% or 20%. In that case, it makes sense to go for credit because you can use this 1 lakh and earn 15%, whereas your maximum cost will be somewhere like 13%. It means you still gain that 2%. I hope this makes things clear.
Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you like this lecture. If you wish to learn more on the areas related to this topic, check our comprehensive course. I have shared the details and link in the description below. Click, sign up and enroll. I'll see you inside the course.